All right. So this week we will continue our review. I will tell you that on Wednesday, I am not here. Got to go to a high school graduation for my daughter.
Oh, none of us are here. Oh, no.
That's Wednesday next week. So yeah, I will have a worksheet, and I have a same sub. Hello. Well, thank you.
I don't know who it's from. I just know that it's yours.
All right. I don't think I checked any of those out this year, so perfect. So Mrs. Hogue will be our sub on Wednesday. She covered for me a few weeks ago when I was out of town. I will have a worksheet for you that day. You can just work on it. If you have questions, she can help you on it. Just kind of straightforward, pretty easy day. And, she is a math teacher, so she is knowledgeable how to do it. So I believe I stopped on number 4. Is that correct from this past week? So let's take a look at problem number 5. So again, we've been exploring more and more of the ways to get in to factoring the quicker way. And what's the one main thing that has to take place for us to factor the quicker way? What has to take place? What on this problem allows us to go quicker on factoring than not? I can't factor an x out because 54 doesn't have an x. There's one thing. Phone away. Can't factor 3, it doesn't come out of the x squared. Yeah, with the squared, we have to realize there's a 1 out in front of it. So if there's a 1 out in front of it, we know it's going to be x and x. And then we take a look and say, okay, what two numbers multiply to give me positive 54? In order to get a positive number when multiplying, the signs have to be the same. Sebastian, phone away, please. Okay? So in order for me to get a positive, they have to either both be positive, positive, or negative, negative. By looking at the rest of the problem, what can you guarantee it is? Positive, positive. Okay? Because we have all signs are positive, that's good. And so then we have to look at it and say, okay, I know I have positive, positive. And then the factors of 54 are 1 and 54, 2 and 27, 3 and 18, 4 doesn't work, 5 doesn't work, 6 and 9. So which of those, 1 and 54, 2 and 27, 3 and 18, 6 and 9, would add to 15? 6 and 9. And they're both positive. 6, 9, done. It's factored. All right, friends, will you try problem number 6? See if you can figure out what number 6 is. Do it our fast way. I'll give you a minute to give a good try. One of each, positive or negative. All right, first thing to know, I have a 1 out front, so our quick way of factoring should work. So I want to figure out the two numbers that multiply to give me negative 20. In order to get a negative number when multiplying, what do you know about your two signs? Plus and negative. Okay, so I got 1 and 20, 2 and 10, and 4 and 5. Which of those, one being positive, one being negative, would work to give us the negative 8? 2 and 10. Okay, and if I have 2 and 10, which of those has to be negative to give me a negative 8? 10. Done. Seem okay? All right, let's try number 7. See how we do. Try that one. See if you can get that. I'm going to go put this book away. I have no idea to check this out. Some of you are chatting quite a bit. Not naming names. What? All about algebra. I like that. What's that? We used to have to memory all the desks last year. Yeah, I'm sure that it's going to incite some long-term bad effects. But for today, we seem healthy. What'd you figure out on this one? Can we do it the fast way? Yeah, we sure can. We can do it the fast way because that x squared, there's a 1 out in front of it. So I have x and x. In order to get a negative 32 by multiplying two numbers together, what can you guarantee one of them is? Yeah. So one of each, so I just put them right in there. And then I'll list the factors of 32. Which of those, one being positive, one being negative, add up to positive 4? Yeah, positive 8 and negative 4. Very good. So positive 8, negative 4. Problem's done. Okay, so how are you feeling? How are you feeling with the lead coefficients being 1? Do we feel comfortable? Seems okay. Now, again, friends, if you get stuck on the factoring, you can just double distribute each of the answers, and whatever one works is the actual answer. So just know that if you get stuck. But let's take a look at number 16. I'll move down to number 16 so I get to here. Okay, so this one we do not have a lead coefficient at this point. That is a 1. Do you agree? So take a look at our three numbers. We have 2, we have 20, and we have 32. What do you know about those three numbers? Yeah, they're all divisible by 2. So watch this. Ready? So I get there. Okay, so this one, we can still do our faster way. We'll bring down the 2 in the parentheses. Okay, if you forget to bring the 2 down, you will probably miss the problem. So then I'm just going to look at x squared plus 10x plus 16. Can we factor this our fast way? Well, now the lead is 1, so I'm going to have an x and an x. And I want to know the two numbers that multiply together to give me positive 16. In order to get a positive 16, looks like all my signs are positive, so positive, positive. And the numbers that multiply to get me 16 are 1 and 16, 2 and 8, and 4 and 4. Which of those, both being positive, would add up to 10? 8 and 2. So 2 and 8 are both going to work. So I'm going to plug them down here. Notice I have that 2 outside. Need it. You need to have that. Okay? So sometimes you can factor out a greatest common factor, and then it continues to factor. But you have to be able to realize, is everything divisible by 2, or is it divisible by whatever that lead number? If the answer is yes, then you might be able to factor out, but don't forget it as part of the answer. Okay? Ooh. We went from 16 to 18. I love our counting here in math. All right, number 18. We skipped 17. Yay. All right, friends. This one still might work the way we've been doing it. What does it look like? What does it look like all three of those numbers have in common? A 3. So if I factor a 3 out, so make sure the 3 comes down as part of the answer. And then we're going to take a look at x squared minus 15x plus 6. This one can be factored the fast way because that's a 1. So I wanted to think about the two numbers that multiply together to give me positive 6. Are they both positive or are they both negative, and why? They're both negative because I have a negative sign there. Negative times negative is positive. Negative added to negative gets more negative. The factors of 6 are 1 and 6 and 2 and 3. Which of those would work if they were both negative to add up to negative 5? 2 and 3. Negative 2 added to negative 3. So I'm going to get x minus 2, x minus 3. Realize I have this as must have. Okay? So, my friends, I would like you to work on 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, we skipped 14, 15. We did 16. We did 18, 19, and 20. I want to give you the rest of the period to work on those. Okay? And let's give it an honest shot. See if we can figure it out. I'll come around and help you if you need help. Let me just start recording or start saving my video. Good enough? Bill?